This is our first group project for ME10, and the item that we are presenting today is the Casio G-Shock series of watches, which is also known as the Unbreakable watch. Our group was Jeremy Newman, Madeline Fabella, Nathan Wang, and Thomas Muller.
Okay, so before we get started, the goal of the assignment was to kind of look deeper into ideas that we already learned in class. So we learned about the aspects of the manufacturing process triangle. So if you look to the right of the presentation slide, you can kind of see the different aspects of it. And we decided to look specifically at the G-Shock watch and at its part and shape, material, social factor, investment, properties, and defects. And overall, this gave us a better understanding of the manufacturing process as we were able to relate it to something we were very familiar with.
Casio's G-Shock watches are known to be much more durable than the average wristwatch, and most models are capable of operating underwater and absorbing shock. This is due to the waterproof and durable nature of the materials used to protect the watch's electronics, which are actually very fragile. G-Shock first started in the early 80s when the Casio's head of design accidentally broke his mechanical watch after he dropped it off a table. That day, he challenged his team to create a watch that could survive a 10-foot fall. Today, the design lab contains more than 20 people whose jobs are to try and break various prototypes through different means, including hammers, electricity, mud, and vibrations. There's even one test that puts the watch in a centrifuge to make sure it keeps time correctly. The materials and part shapes play a big role in the durability of G-Shock watches. Some materials used are rubber, urethane resin, plastic, and aluminum, and the parts are shaped in a way that protects the glass and electronics from impacts from all directions.
So some additional information in the cost section of the manufacturing triangle, there is social factors and investment. And the social factor is really interesting when it comes to G-Shock because closer to the year 2000, they had a lot of trouble selling more watches because a lot of people already had a very durable watch. And so they didn't need to buy a new one. And so what they did is they made them range in price so that people maybe didn't need a new watch but could get a more luxurious one. And this encouraged more selling. And also investment, like we said before, they spend a lot of time, energy, and money just testing their watches and making sure that they're doing the correct research to make them as durable as they can.
The G-Shock watch is known for its extreme durability and longevity, and this is accomplished through the combination of the materials used and the design of the product. It is highly functional and it comes with a lot of utility, which makes it a really popular choice for multiple uses. The product comes with many different properties. Some of its primary functional uses are, like other watches, telling time and the date. Some of its secondary functional uses are the altimeter, the GPS, thermometer, barometer, and step tracker, and these come with specific versions of the watches. And some other watches even come with a lot of utility like solar powered and Bluetooth connection to mobile devices, and most of the watches are waterproof and shock absorbent. And like a lot of watches, it has a fashionable component because watches are often worn as an accessory. Defects are really important to avoid in this product because it can harm what the product is most known for, which is its durability and longevity, and it can hurt the shock absorbency, or it would make it not waterproof anymore. And something like that could really hurt the product's name and use. A cool fact that we found out was that since the electronics are so fragile in the watch, and wrapping the electronics would be really way too bulky for the watch, they make the electronics float suspended in the middle of the watch to protect it from outside shock coming in. So that's our presentation.